Hi everyone, welcome back to Islam Unbox. Today I will be talking about a textbook in Indonesia that was recalled. A textbook for grade 7 that was recalled by Indonesia Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology. Because in that book there are so many mistakes. The book is about citizenship education for 7th grade. It is about diversity in Indonesia. And started this year, the diversity or they want the book is talking has a chapter talking about diversity in beliefs and religions. And they made mistakes. A Twitter from a priest, a Catholic priest, whose name is Stepanus Sigit Pranoto, went viral one day talking about these mistakes, several mistakes. Actually, the tweet was talking about the mistakes on Christianity. And the book was recalled on the same day by Ministry of Education, Cultural Research and Technology. And they apologized and they're making some revision. Now, for one, let's say about Buddhism, the book said Buddhism came from China in the 8th century. That is wrong. Buddhism in Indonesia came from India in the 5th century. And about Christianity, they made a few mistakes, a very basic. It's not supposed to be a mistake because it's not. These days you can Google anything. Anyway, let me tell you what the mistake is. Now you know one of them. Mary. Mary is worshipped. The book saying Mary is worshipped as one of the Trinity. So the book says Trinity is Allah, Mary, and Jesus. And the holy book for Christian is Injil, aka Gospel. They don't understand that Gospel or Injil is only part of the Bible. The Bible in Indonesia is called, in Indonesian, is called Alkitab. Injil is part of Alkitab. But the Christians do not just have Injil as their holy book. Christians also have epistle, right? Also Torah, and also Nevim, Ketuvim, writings and prophets in the Old Testament. And then the third mistake is the book says Christians worship on Sundays only. End of the week, the last day of the week, which is Sunday. Modern time, end of the week is Sunday. Which is also not true because Christians worship at any time and any day. Sometimes I went to church on Friday. And there are times church has something going on Tuesday. Some other church may be on Thursday. And the Catholic Church, I've seen many Catholic churches, they have a mass 3 times a day. The bigger ones anyway. They have 3 masses, 3 times. 6 in the morning, 12 at noon, and 6 in the evening. Anyway, there's this guy from Chokro TV. His name is Ade Armando. He's talking about the mistakes those writers made. The book was written by two people. The book has two editors, and the two writers and the two editors failed to see the mistake and failed to understand other about failed to understand other religions. That is crazy. I mean, these days, like I said, you can just Google it. If you don't know what Trinity is, you can just Google it just to make sure. You're writing a book for millions of children. There's supposed to be like a sense of responsibility. It's a big responsibility. You cannot just mislead people. I mean, the Christians mostly didn't say anything because they don't want to, according to Ade Armando, this person on the screen, maybe they didn't want to make a problem with the majority, which is the Muslims. So that's why they didn't say anything. But this kind of mistake is regrettably foolish. He also said those four people on the paper have good qualification, but I guess he thinks it's because um, but religion is not one of them, one of the qualifications they have. But I think these days people watch movies. Sometimes in the movie you see a Catholic church or some priest, or if you watch exorcism, the priest say, in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. You don't see in any movie, a priest saying in the name of the Father and the Son and Mary, or in the name of the Father and Mary and Jesus. Nobody talk like that in any language, in any movie. Doesn't matter if sometimes the movie is from India, from Bollywood, but if they show some church, in the movie always like Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. So these kind of mistakes are not. Well, he thinks it's a human error, but anyway, let's say if we believe this is a human error, then what about this? Let me show you first Surah Al-Maidah verse 73. This is about Trinity. I will read from Yusuf Ali. They do blaspheme who say Allah is one of the three in the Trinity. For there is no God except one Allah. If that is not from the world, verily a grievous penalty will befall the blasphemers among them. And now I will show you the famous Al-Maidah verse 116. Again, Yusuf Ali, and behold, Allah will say, O Jesus, the son of Mary, didst thou say unto men, worship me and my mother as gods in derogation of Allah? He will say, glory to thee. I never could say what I had no right. Had I said such thing, thou wouldst indeed have known it. Thou knowest what is in my heart, though I know not what is in thine. For thou knowest in full all that is hidden. Now Allah asked Jesus if Jesus asked people to worship him and his mother as gods beside Allah. And Jesus said, no, of course. And you see, what about this? I love that guy. Ade Armando is a good guy. Don't get me wrong. I support him because he's a good person, good-hearted. He wants to see Indonesia become one people, united, to build together. I fully support him and I love the guy. But He's also human, and he can make error. Like he said, he actually in that video he said a couple of dozen, sorry, couple of dozens, a couple of decades ago, he actually believed Trinity is Allah, Mary, and Jesus. But these days he understood who are the persons in Trinity. I mean, you know, especially these days, like I said, you can just Google it. You type Trinity, 7 letters, Trinity, and check. Or you in Indonesian, Trinitas, 8 letters. Type 8 letters, and then it will come out in Google. It's not that difficult. It is not hard. Many people have smartphones. Many people have computers and laptops. And internet is pretty much almost everywhere. Maybe some parts of the, if it's a small town or in the villages, maybe the internet is slow. But then those people, the writers and the editors, they probably live in the bigger cities or in Jakarta, which is the internet should be adequate to do some googling. It is I mean, again, Ministry of Education, Cultural Research and Technology apologized and revised the book. But yet, it is weird to know that is a textbook talking like that. Now, with Surah Al-Maidah verse 116, I wonder if I should be agreeing with Ade Armando, if I should agree with him that this is a human error. This doesn't seem like a human error to me, but because they base their knowledge from Quran. From Quran, Surah Al-Maidah, verse 116. Or maybe they did it on purpose to support Surah Al-Maidah, verse 116. So now there are three possibilities: human error, or maybe they just didn't do research and they just take it from Quran, the knowledge about Christianity, because they think Quran is the book, is the source for any knowledge, a good source for anything. Or they did it on purpose to support what Quran says, because they know how silly it is. Maybe there's no way four of them didn't know who are the persons in Trinity. I mean, 21st century, Jakarta, Indonesia, that's almost impossible. Somebody doesn't know, or these people don't know who are the persons in Trinity. I have hard time believing it. But at the same time, I hope Ade Armando is right. I hope I am wrong. I pray that I am wrong. So, if I'm wrong, then Indonesians are not that ignorant. Because otherwise, I feel ashamed myself for this kind of mistakes. It is very shameful. Anyway, that's all from me tonight. For those who believe the Trinity is Father, Son, and Mary, God bless you. For those who believe the Trinity is Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, God bless you. Have a nice life.